Okay, what we have here today is Final Stand Remastered. I'm sure most of you guys know this game. Um, we're just gonna hop straight in. We're gonna see how it holds up. Um, right off the rip, I mean, I'd say the textures are a lot better, you know? I don't know what the fuck is going on over here though. Maybe my graphics are turned down. Let's see. Can you transform again? That aura, it looks really fucking outdated. Like, insanely outdated. Let's see here. Super Saiyan 2. I mean, didn't I have Super Saiyan 3? Yeah, I guess they changed the level for it. No? Oh wait, this right here. Yeah, 150 now. Anyways, right off the rip, you know, better textures, really fucking blocky. Like, it's 2026, and it's a remaster. I don't know what is going on with the soft textures. That's pretty fucking weird. I'm sure it's just like to make the game run better. Let's see how the combat is. Just a random guy right there. We'll go defeat soon. Freeze the soldiers. Yeah, but right off rip, textures look nice. The world is kind of blue. I could have sworn it was like green and not blue, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I watched CBZ. Yeah, I thought it was more like this color down here. Where is the soldier at? That's Chase. Probably whoop my ass. See how the combat is? Goddamn. I don't think there's a way to like lock on. I could have sworn there was in the first game at least. Yeah, like I'm just getting fucking pieced up and there's nothing I could do about it. You may say it's a skill issue, but like, or lag, but like I have a good PC, so it's not lag. I mean, I'm beating him, but like, his combat seems really fucking bare bones. Like, it doesn't seem like there's a lock on. Maybe I'm wrong though. Let's go to settings, let's go to controls. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there is a lock on. Which I feel like for this type of combat is kind of essential. Like, there should definitely be a fucking lock on for a game where you're literally fighting in midair. But, besides the point, like it was a remaster. That doesn't mean they couldn't improve on features, in my opinion, but it is what it is. Like, obviously I didn't make the game, so. Let's see. I'm sure, I know there's a dedicated fan base to this, but the game has already died. It just came out already dead because probably most of the things I've already pointed out. Like, the game still looks really blocky, you know, 2026. Let's go to Earth. One thing I also want to gripe about is the hair texture. Like, it's fucking plasticky. Obviously, this is Roblox, so it's not like we're playing fucking Zetaverse, but the aura, yeah, as you can see, the inner aura, like the main aura, when I stand still, whenever you fly, do a boost fly, it's still right there. So it kind of like, you know, it just kind of seems either it's a bug or it's laziness. You know, I don't want to be like a griper, you know what I mean? But you know, it's supposed to be a remaster, and it essentially feels the exact same. And I'm pretty sure whenever you die, you lose Zany as well. And I don't know why the fuck that's a thing. That seems pretty fucking brain dead. I mean, to be honest, like it's a good Dragon Ball game. I think it feels the exact fucking same as the old game though, minus all the fucking bugs and exploiters. Combat feels the same. You know, it doesn't seem like a lot has changed for it to be labeled as a remaster. I do like this tree here. I think this is a good tree. But, you know, Namek, okay, I will say Namek did look a lot more underdeveloped than Earth does. So I'm thinking they just were focusing on the Earth map and then just kind of flew through Namek just to get it out. Yeah. I mean, it's the exact same map. Pretty much, and I don't like the 2D clothes. I know there's like capes and stuff. Hold on, let's go to a store and let's check this out. The game it's not bad. Like, I could find myself playing this compared to something like The Strongest Battlegrounds. Like, I could see myself grinding this game out, but that's just because it's like one of the only Dragon Ball games besides something like Dragon Ball, Dragon Generations. Oh, they do have 3D clothes, okay. So I think this was just my my fit on the old Final Stand. Yeah. I mean, clothes look blocky, but once again, it's a fucking Roblox game. What are you gonna do? Yeah, clothes don't look bad, actually. What do we got for forms? Super Saiyan Blue. I'm sure there's a way to get Legendary Super Saiyan. What's this guy got going on? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Legendary Super Saiyan right there. So, I could see myself playing this game, but not for long, just because, you know, the shit it got remastered and it's still outdated, if that makes sense. Honestly, in my opinion, Dream World, Dream Fantasy were the makers of Dragon Generations and this game to just make a completely new Dragon Ball game. That's probably more like definitely never going to happen though, because the people that are in charge of Dragon Generations are like not great people. They're great for the game's health, I guess, compared to the old leadership, but they still get up to some shady shit. And the people that own this game, Snake World, you know, he put a lot of time into this, and I think it's a like I said, I think it's a good game, but it's still outdated, and I don't know if he would start another project for a while. So honestly, the game's not bad. Like I said, I could see myself playing this, grinding it out. I would probably go as far to say that I would max it out, go to 350, if that is the max, I don't know. But other than that, you know, it's just Final Stand with slightly better graphics, and maybe like a couple more mechanics, like mastery, I think they added. Yeah, I think it's weird that you can master moves. I think that's just a cop-out, so they don't have to add as much moves. Because I know there's like a shit ton more moves in Dragon Ball than what they have here. Like, yeah, I think move mastery is just like a cop-out, so they don't have to make more moves. But you know, it could change. They could make more moves in the future. We also get the game passes and see. Yeah, so still looks pretty fucking pay to win. 1 hour XP boost. I think plus 0.25 or times 0.25 is kind of insane. Still an insane. Like this is just like a standard with. Like you should be able to do this whenever you customize your character. I don't think there should be a game pass, Midas touch. This is just fucking why. $5 for 3 NPCs to turn to gold. I guarantee you that doesn't even give you like a lot either, so. Ki blast color, it's literally the exact same thing as aura change. Skill point reset. $50 fucking dollars. Are we dead ass? That is fucking crazy work. 10k Zenny for $5. That's fucking wild. Advanced customization. That should be in the base game. You shouldn't have to buy that. Wear classic clothes. That should be in the base game. Dragon Radar, I understand that. That's actually probably one of the only ones that makes sense. Maybe you should have like an in-game way to buy it with actual, you know, in-game money, but there probably is that I don't know about. Hit moveset, always think movesets is stupid because you're locking this behind a fucking paywall. Instant fucking 1 out of 10 game pass, private server, that makes sense. Actually pretty cheap too. Pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap for a private server. Nimbus. I don't know why you would need this, to be honest. Maybe it's slightly faster, but you know, speed is a big stat in this game to max out anyways. Like, you kind of want as much speed as possible. Once again, another moveset, instant throwaway sword. Purely cosmetic, why don't you just make that viable, you know? Like, power adjuster, that should be in the base game. Time chamber, I understand that. That's kind of, it's just weird, you know? All of that feels outdated. Another thing, the shop, like, you can only buy, you know, clothing here, which, you know, it makes sense to only be able to buy clothing here, but it doesn't have to be like that. Like I was saying earlier, like, why not make more weapons? So instead of locking them behind a paywall, you know, you could sell more weapons in the shop. You know, just an idea, but that's not going to happen because too many people have bought that game pass by now, most likely. I just think, like, there's a lot of things about this game overall that, like, Snake World probably felt like he had to do. Like, he had to keep the game passes so when people transfer over, they can transfer their game passes, whatever. That didn't have to be a feature. And I know that was something that he was doing because um I saw like I saw the update in the Discord when I was following the game. I'm not following it anymore because like I played it for a little bit, transferred this slot over, and then yeah, I haven't really played it since. All the enemies feel like overpowered, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I'm level 126, right? But whenever I first started, like, before I knew I could transfer over my slots from the old game, I was fighting like fucking bears, and they were just like two-shotting me. And it didn't seem like health stat did like anything for me, like at all. Like, it just seemed like I was getting nothing from it. And you saw, I'm level 126. How much do I have in health? Health max is 53, which isn't terrible. Oh, this guy isn't dead yet. Anyways, health max was 23, and you saw like my health was even with my key here. And that was a level, what, 30 bear? Level 20 bear. So the scaling in this game, I think, is really fucking brain dead. Yeah. Honestly, you know, good remaster. Still outdated. I feel like they could have done more. Like, it didn't have to be a one-to-one replica, even keeping some of the mechanics and the bad scaling. And, you know, the clothes and all the game pass and shit. I don't feel like it had to be that way. I feel like this game could have been a lot better. I'm not even gonna try and fight a player because I know I'm gonna get shit on. I know for a fact I'm going to get shit on. People in this game. Like, I don't understand how they enjoy the combat so much, and there's so much to it now. Like, I know, like, if you form down or form up, you get like a Zenkai or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but just from like a PvE player standpoint and playing the older game, I think we could have gone without this, and he could have worked on an entirely new game. I know he was working on ABA and whatever else he had going on, but I honestly don't think this was something that we needed. You know, especially when we have games like, I would go as far to say that I would enjoy the combat and mastery of Dragon Soul over this game. And Dragon Soul, I don't particularly like. I think it's very fucking brain dead. Like, you just kill enemy, next quest. Kill enemy, next quest. But, you know, it's cool to have this game back in the current generation of players, but, you know, this is kind of mediocre, is what I'm trying to get at. It's too old. It's not fun anymore. It's not something that I can just, I'm not like a fucking 10-year-old playing Roblox anymore. And to be honest with you, I don't really play Roblox in general anymore, but this shit, it's just too old. It just has too old a framework. I feel like there has to be a new game, you know. If anything, I'd say Dragon Generations, the other leading Dragon Ball game, which really isn't saying much because I'm pretty sure they have about the same player count daily. Maybe Dragon Generations has more, but I don't know. I definitely think Dragon Generations is several times better, just because the combat feels a lot smoother. Everything's more up to date, which is crazy because this game is a lot newer than Dragon Generations is. I think Dragon Generations has been around for like 5 or 6 years now, maybe more. probably more actually. And this game has had a complete overhaul. You know, allegedly, it still feels the exact same, but has had a complete overhaul, and there's not really much else to say about it. It's the same game, but you know, it's something that we thought we wanted, but it's not what we want anymore. Most of the people that played this game are probably in their 20s now, like when the game was popular, one of the most popular on Roblox. Most of the people that played that game are most likely in their early 20s or, you know, 19, whatever. And, you know, when you have stuff like Sparking Zero coming out or Xenoverse, why would you play this over that? The only reason you do that is for a nostalgia factor, but eventually you get bored. And that's just, I think that's exactly what this is. People got on this game, tried it out, it was the exact same, even a little bit worse with you losing Zinni and fucking levels in the start. And you know, not having a high enough level cap, all that good stuff. You know, it was the same game, a little nostalgia factor, and then they left. Because this isn't the type of game that people enjoy anymore. I don't want to sit on Roblox for hours. You know, I got shit in real life. I don't want to have to sit on Roblox for hours or spend my money on Roblox anymore. You know, I'm not a little kid mowing my fucking uncle's yard for 20 bucks and buying a fucking Roblox or fucking V-Bucks card anymore. This is not the type of shit we want. We don't want pay to win, but we don't want to have to sit and fucking grind forever either. You know, there has to be a good medium, and I think Dragon Generations is that medium up until you start getting to the higher levels. Like once you start getting to level, I think 300 is probably where like you can't go from. I mean, obviously you can if you have 2 times XP, but just doing the story alone, you can't get 100 levels or even close to it. I think by the time you complete that story, you're level 260. Which, if you've played Dragon Generations, you know every 100 levels, you get a new world to go into. Besides space and pretty much everything. Pretty much everything after Future Earth, there's a higher level cap for it. So yeah, we don't want to sit and grind for hours anymore. We don't want to have to spend our money on games anymore. We just want to like play the game, see constant progression. You know, obviously there has to be a challenging aspect to it. I'm not saying gut the fucking challenge and turn to a fucking clicker game. I'm saying make it so where the effort you put in, you actually feel reward from it. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit off track. That's pretty much my full gripe about Final Stand. Overall, good nostalgia game. Do I think it needed to happen? No. Yeah, I feel like maybe this was a waste of time for Snake World. Because, you know, the player count is pretty much back where the Final Stand player count was. The original was before this game came out, which is around 200 daily. So, good nostalgia factor. Of course it fell off. If I had to rate this game 1 out of 10, it'd probably be around 4.5 to 5 out of 10. So, yeah, that's my full gripe on the game. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any more games you want me to look at, or, you know, any gripes, any comments, you know, just tell me in the comments. And I'm going to link my Discord server in the description, so you can also join that if you'd like. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate your time, and I hope to catch you in the next one.